I wish someone had told me these things before I listed my home. This comment appears consistently online and sometimes on our videos, so I created today's guide. Too many San Diego homeowners, they start selling without a clear roadmap. But before we start, I'm Don Pelletier. I'm a licensed broker and owner of the Don Pelletier Group, and I've been a top agent in the San Diego market for the past 4 decades. When preparing to sell your San Diego home, you really do need a systematic approach, beyond just the typical, clean and declutter. Like my client Maria, who followed my sequence and sold for $40,000 over the full asking price, you too can achieve impressive results. Through my many years in the real estate business, I've identified 12 critical steps that consistently lead to faster sales and higher offers. I'll show you exactly what to do and in what order to prepare your property for maximum return. Market research and agent selection, your critical first steps. Have you ever wondered why some San Diego homes they sell in a matter of days while others sit on the market for months? The difference often starts before the for sale sign goes up. Your first essential step is understanding your specific market and finding the right partner to guide your sale. San Diego consists of dozens of micro markets that behave differently. For example, a home in La Jolla faces completely different buyer expectations than one in East County or in Hillcrest. This makes local neighborhood-specific knowledge essential. One of the big benefits that my clients derive when working with me is the fact that I routinely work throughout 70 different zip codes or communities throughout all of Greater San Diego, and have successfully sold over 2,200 homes across them. So I have a clear understanding of the fine nuances and differences between each of these separate communities. Many sellers, they just rush into listing without understanding their neighborhood trends. For example, they pick an asking price based on what they heard a neighbor got last year or what they saw online. This approach can leave literally tens of thousands of dollars on the table or result in an unsold home for months on end. So start by researching recent comparable sales in your exact neighborhood. Look at homes sold in the last 90 days, ideally, with similar square footage, bedroom count, and lot size. Examine actual sold prices, not listing prices. Websites like Redfin and Zillow, they offer this data, but local real estate association websites, they often provide more accurate information. Your local library also might offer free access to professional real estate databases. And pay attention to the days on market for comparable properties. In San Diego, the average home might sell in 21 days, but your neighborhood could be different. Note any price adjustments. Did the seller start high and then reduce their price later? This reveals buyers' resistance points, and it helps you price your home strategically. When selecting an agent, ask very direct questions like, can you explain the price trends on my specific block or neighborhood over the last 6 months? A good agent should immediately know the comparable properties without, having to look them up. So evaluate agents on their marketing strategy as well, and their negotiation history. Request, for example, to see marketing materials from their recent listings. How many professional photos did they take? Did they create floor plans, video tours, drone photos? Ask them to show you their personal average number of days on market. This is key before their listings sell. Also, their list to price sales ratio. In other words, how close do they get, on average, the seller's full asking price? Ask for examples of offers they've negotiated. A skilled agent creates competitive situations that drive up the final price for the seller. Consider their professional network as well. Agents with strong connections in the community often hear about potential buyers before homes even hit the market, leading to smoother transactions and sometimes premium offers. Timing your listing strategically impacts your sales price. In San Diego, spring typically brings the most number of buyers, but your neighborhood may have some unique patterns. For example, homes near universities, they may see increased demand in late summer, while coastal properties probably are going to get the premium prices during the tourist season. Understanding your local market condition and finding an agent with true neighborhood expertise creates the foundation for every successful home sale. This initial research might take you a few weeks, but it's going to prevent costly mistakes later, trust me. Sellers gain an additional 5 to 8% on their final sales price by understanding their specific market before listing. Now let's look at identifying and addressing potential deal killers before they derail your sale. Pre-inspection and title work. Preventing deal killers. What's the number one reason that San Diego home sales typically fall through after going under contract? Surprise issues that could have been caught early. I've seen countless deals collapse when buyers discover problems during their inspection period. Problems that the seller, frankly, didn't even know existed until it was too late. So think of pre-inspection and title work as a financial health checkup for your home. This preventive medicine, it's going to protect you from potentially losing thousands of dollars. It gives you control over the selling process instead of, leaving your fate in the hands of a buyer's inspector. Real examples speak volumes. A seller in Claremont, she had a buyer walk away after discovering undisclosed, unpermitted electrical work in the garage conversion. Because the seller had forgotten about it. It was years earlier. The seller had to return the deposit, relist the property, which eventually sold for $15,000 less than the original offer. Another client in North Park, lost a buyer when an inspection revealed foundation issues costing about $12,000 to repair. The second buyer negotiated a $20,000 price reduction to account for both repairs and the perceived hassle. San Diego homes have specific regional issues worth noting. Homes built before 1975 in areas like North Park, University City, Mission Hills, to name a few, they often have outdated electrical panels that insurance companies flag as fire hazards. Coastal properties like Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach, they frequently develop moisture issues from the salt air. Older neighborhoods, let's say La Mesa and El Cajon for example, commonly experience foundation problems due to soil expansion during our rare but heavy rains. Unpermitted additions appear throughout San Diego. They're very common. That extra bedroom or converted garage might be your home's best feature, but it truly becomes a liability during sales without proper permits. A pre-inspection inspection is going to identify this before they scare away buyers. Your agent should order a preliminary title report for title work up front once you decide to sell. This reveals liens, easements, property line disputes that could complicate your sale. Common San Diego title issues include mechanics lien from unpaid contractors, property line discrepancies in older neighborhoods specifically, and recorded easements that limit the property use. So once you have inspection results, prioritize your fixes. Start with safety issues like electrical problems first, then tackle structural issues like roof leaks. While cosmetic issues, they can usually wait. Document all repairs, photos, and receipts for your disclosure packet. Last month, my client University Heights, she invested $550 in a pre-inspection that revealed minor electrical issues costing around $800 to fix. Because we addressed these before listing, the home sold for $25,000 above with no inspection contingencies, a massive return on that initial investment. So addressing potential deal killers before listing prevents your sale from following through, and it strengthens your negotiating position in the transaction. Buyers pay premium prices for homes with recent inspection reports as well as documented repairs because it removes any uncertainty from their purchase decision and gives them peace of mind. With inspection and title work handled, it's time to focus on what buyers are going to see when they arrive at your property. Critical factor that can make or break interest in the first few seconds. Curb appeal and first impression. The 15-second rule. Did you know potential buyers typically decide if they're interested in your home within 15 seconds of arriving? Those first moments, they create a powerful impression that filters how they're going to see everything else about your property. This is why curb appeal is essential to your selling success. Curb appeal is simply how attractive your home looks from the street. Your home's exterior is like the cover of a book. It creates the first physical impression that's going to shape the buyer's psychology. So when a buyer pulls up and they see, an attractive, well-maintained exterior, they automatically assume that the inside is equally well cared for. The opposite also holds true. A neglected exterior signals potential problems throughout the entire property. Here in San Diego, our drought conditions and outdoor lifestyle create unique challenges and opportunities for exterior preparation. For example, water restrictions mean, traditional green lawns aren't practical in many areas, but our climate also allows for beautiful, low-maintenance alternatives that appeal more to today's buyers. So focus first on landscaping improvements with high visual impact. Replace thirsty lawns with drought-tolerant options like succulents, agave, and native grasses, Mexican sage, bougainvillea, and lavender. They add color without demanding much maintenance. Group plants with, similar water needs together, and from there, you just really want to add something like decomposed granite or decorative rock between plantings for a clean, finished look. Consider installing a simple drip irrigation system if you don't already have one. These systems cost about $200 to $300 on average. Front yard and signals to buyer that they won't face high water bills. Next, evaluate your home's exterior from a buyer's perspective. Stand across the street and look at your property with fresh eyes. The walkaway and front door area deserves special attention as they're the path to entry. So replace any cracked pavers, power wash concrete pathways. Your front door is the focal point of your home's exterior. A new front door returns actually 90% of its cost if replaced. A fresh coat of paint is a statement color like, navy blue. It can make your entrance pop. New door hardware completes the look for usually under $100. So don't overlook exterior lighting either, especially for evening showings. You want to replace any outdated fixtures, add solar pathway lights to illuminate walkways, etc. Accent lighting that highlights architectural feature creates true ambiance, showcasing how the home looks after dark, which is really important in San Diego where outdoor living extends into the evening hours. Other cost-effective exterior upgrades include fresh mulch, new house numbers, power washing, paint touch-ups, window cleaning. Most San Diego homes can be transformed in a single weekend with a budget of approximately, I would say, $500 to $1,000. These strategic improvements can increase perceived value by 5 to 10% and significantly reduce the number of days on market. I've seen homes with excellent curb appeal receive offers $25,000 to $50,000 higher than similar properties that neglected these crucial steps. So once you've created this positive first impression outdoors, we'll move inside to address what buyers are going to notice next as they step through your front door. Interior preparation, decluttering and cleaning, and strategic upgrades. Why do some empty homes sell for less than thoughtfully prepared ones? The secret lies in creating the right balance of space and lifestyle appeal. Many sellers assume an empty home shows space better, but buyers often struggle to envision how their furniture fits or how they'll actually live in that space. So strategic preparation focuses your efforts on the areas that buyers care about most without wasting time and money on things they're never going to notice. I see two common mistakes that sellers make with interior preparation. Some do, frankly, too little, thinking buyers will see past their personal items or worn finishes. Others go overboard with expensive renovations that won't increase their value a dime. The key is targeting your efforts where they matter the most. First, declutter systematically. In the kitchen, clear countertops of everything except one or two decorative items. Remove refrigerator magnets, papers, and bulky appliances from the counters. Kitchen counters sell homes. Visible counter space communicates functionality and spaciousness. I recently helped the Millers transform their crowded townhome. We removed 40% of their belongings and arranging furniture, to create like an open pathways, make the space feel twice as large. Buyers who had previously passed on this listing, they came back and made an offer. Removing at least 40 to 50% of items in closets is another great idea. Buyers open every closet door and spacious storage areas signal adequacy. Install inexpensive closet organizers if needed, making spaces appear larger and more functional. Next, you're going to focus on deep cleaning. San Diego home priorities include spotless windows inside and out to showcase the views, thoroughly clean ceiling fans that more often than not collect dust from our open window climate, clean exterior windows, tracks, and sliding door channels. Neutralize odors through professional carpet cleaning, $200, $300. Fresh HVAC filters, possibly cleaned air ducts. Then, make targeted upgrades. Current paint preferences among San Diego buyers include light, neutral tones that actually complement our natural light. So focus fresh paint on high-impact areas, the entry, main living spaces, and primary bedroom. Improvements with strong ROI include new lighting fixtures in kitchens and bathrooms, updated bathroom mirrors, fresh caulking around tubs and sinks, new cabinet hardware, and refreshed landscaping in outdoor living spaces. Avoid expensive renovations that rarely return their investment, such as complete kitchen remodels, new flooring throughout, custom window treatments, and built-in entertainment centers. Well-prepared homes create an emotional connection. Buyers feel a sense of fresh possibility when they walk in. They can immediately envision their future there rather than seeing, a list of projects that await them. So proper interior preparation can add $10,000 to your home price while reducing time on the market by making your home appealing to the widest possible buyer pool. The goal isn't creating, a perfect home, but removing distractions that prevent buyers from seeing themselves living there. With your home physically ready, there is one final step that can dramatically impact your results, transforming a good listing into one that generates multiple offers and maximum value. Final preparations, staging, photography, and pre-launch strategy. So what separates homes that generate multiple offers from those that don't? Often, it's what happens in the crucial weeks before hitting the market. These final preparations can transform an ordinary listing into a property that buyers are going to compete for. A pre-launch strategy builds momentum and excitement before your home officially even hits the MLS. Like movies, how movie studios, they release trailers to create anticipation? This planned approach generates buzz among buyers and their agents, ultimately leading to more showings and stronger offers. In today's digital-first market, over 95% of buyers decide whether to visit a home based solely on what they see online. So your listing photos, virtual tours are the gateway to getting buyers through your front door. Poor presentation online means fewer showings, regardless of how wonderful your home may be in person. Professional staging adapts to different budgets while maximizing appeal. Full staging is probably $2,500 to $5,000 depending. Works good for vacant homes, providing furniture throughout the property so, buyers can visualize living there. Partial staging, $1,500 to $3,000, focuses on key areas like living rooms and primary bedrooms. Vignette staging, $800 to $1,500, strategically places furniture groupings to highlight your home's best features while incorporating some existing pieces. I'll tell you, one very cost-effective option these days is to use virtual staging instead. For photography that captures your home bathed in natural light with perfect shadows, schedule sessions after staging. Before the photographer arrives, be sure to remove personal items, clean bathroom counters, hide trash cans, install matching soft white bulbs in all fixtures, and turn on every light. Open the blinds, curtains completely, move vehicles from the driveway, secure pets away from the photography areas. Craft descriptions that are going to resonate with San Diego buyers. Instead of, generic terms, what we do is we write detailed highlights. Entertainer's backyard with covered patio, steps away from chef's kitchen remodeled in 2020, or just 3 blocks from La Jolla Shores. Emphasize indoor-outdoor living, proximity to natural amenities, and energy-efficient features that address San Diego's utility costs. Strategic timing increases your home's exposure So listing on a Thursday, for example, typically maximizes weekend showings in San Diego. Consider your property's specific features when scheduling homes with stunning views, for example. They show best during daylight, while properties that have landscape lighting, they actually might benefit more from early evening showings in the summer. Your final pre-launch checklist should absolutely include setting thermostats to 70 to 74 degrees, removing pet evidence, flowers in the entry area, ensuring fresh air, turning on all lights, playing soft background music, and confirming no service providers are going to show up right in the middle of the showing. A well-executed pre-launch strategy can generate 40% more showings in the first week, often leading to multiple offers and stronger negotiating positions. Properties with identical features, they can sell for dramatically different prices just based on presentation and launch strategy. These preparations position your home for maximum success in the San Diego market by creating a cohesive presentation appealing to the largest pool of qualified buyers that are out there. Preparation system we've covered is a proven method for adding thousands of dollars to your sales price while reducing stress throughout the process. Each step builds on the previous one, creating a complete package that appeals to today's San Diego home buyers. So start your preparation, 30 to 60 days before you target listing date. This timeline is going to allow for addressing inspection findings, completing necessary repairs, and implementing staging recommendations without, last minute pressure. The sellers who achieve the very best results in our market, they plan and prepare strategically. By following this checklist, you're going to save thousands in potential price reductions and position your home to sell faster and for more money. My team and I, we employ many of these recommendations on most of our listings, and we routinely sell homes for $40,000, $50,000 or more above the seller's full price. So we know firsthand that these recommendations, in fact, work. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like more content like this, just click on the boxes on your screen to watch more. Once again, my name is Don Pelletier. I'm a licensed broker in San Diego, California. And if you're considering, moving, buying, selling in San Diego, and you want expert advice, my contact information is in the description box below. I have 4 decades of experience in the San Diego real estate market, and I've successfully helped over 2,200 sellers and buyers across 67 or 70 communities now buy or sell a home here. So I know the area well, and I'm happy to be a resource for you. So if you have any questions or maybe just need a little guidance, I also offer homeowners a complimentary pre-market consultation where I personally stop by for 15 or 20 minutes. During that short visit, you can show me your home, ask any questions, and tell me what home improvements that you are considering making. I can let you know right there on the spot whether it's worth improving or if you're going to be at the point of diminishing returns. This often saves sellers thousands of dollars. Otherwise, they would have frankly been wasting. Lastly, we have a great vendors list that we keep on hand for our many San Diego clients, including almost every trade or service you would ever need as a homeowner. I'm happy to share these contacts with you, so if you'd like to stay updated on the San Diego real estate market or receive valuable insights about living in this beautiful city, subscribe and follow me here and on all my social media. Well, thank you again for tuning in. I truly appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. In the meantime, if you have any questions or there's anything I can help you with, feel free to call me anytime. There's no sales pressure, there's no nonsense. I'll be happy to help you any way that I can. My cell number is 858-336-1114. You can also email me at donp@pelletierhomes.com. Last fall, feel free to visit our website at www.donpelletier.com. Thank you again for watching.